Arizona Superintendent of Public Instruction will deliver his 2026 State of Education address. That speech is set for 2 p.m. before the House Education Committee at the Arizona State Capitol, and it will be streamed live online. Horn is expected to outline key priorities and updates for Arizona schools in the year ahead. Well, clashes over immigration raids in Minneapolis continue to draw national attention, and it could be leading to historic action from the Trump administration. Defense officials say the Pentagon has put up about 1,500 active duty soldiers from the 11th Airborne Division on alert, preparing for a possible deployment to Minnesota as federal enforcement operations spark protests across the city. That comes after President Trump repeatedly weighed invoking the Insurrection Act, a move that could clear the way for military use in domestic law enforcement, but officials say there's no confirmation yet that he will do so. The surge in federal presence follows weekend clashes and demonstrations, including protesters interrupting a church service over ICE's role in the city, an incident the Justice Department says it is now looking into. The Justice Department also announced it is not opening a civil rights investigation into the ICE agent who fatally shot Renee Good, a 37-year-old Minneapolis resident, earlier this month. But DOJ officials confirmed that they are investigating whether Governor Tim Walz and Mayor Jacob Frey obstructed immigration enforcement through their public comments and actions. Additional legal actions are also underway, including a federal judge ordering restraints on how immigration agents can engage peaceful protests. We will keep track of all these developments and, of course, bring you updates as more information comes in.
Right now, we are living through incredibly critical times. The United States, the ideals and the values for which it stood for the past 250 years, is being tested as it has never been in modern times.
Bruce Springsteen there slammed President Trump during a surprise performance at the Light of Day Winterfest concert. It happened Saturday night in his home state of New Jersey. The boss was particularly critical of immigration enforcement and the killing of Renee Good. He called on federal agents to leave Minneapolis and for fans to tell Trump the same.
You don't deserve to be murdered for exercising your American right to protest. And send a message to this president, and as the mayor of that city has said, ICE should get the out of Minneapolis.
The White House responded, doubling down on its claim Good was using her vehicle as a deadly weapon and calling Springsteen's political opinions, quote, bad. The singer-songwriter has a long history of political advocacy. He has publicly called out politicians for using his song, Born in the USA, during their campaigns since the 1980s. The frequently misunderstood song is actually a scathing critique of the Vietnam War. Well, still ahead on 12 News at 1, brutal cold gripping the Midwest. How low temperatures and dangerous wind chills are affecting millions. And skip the crowded restaurants this Valentine's Day, a floating dinner, champagne, and an after-hours water park. Sign me up. The romantic experience that's making waves at Great Wolf Lodge, Arizona, coming up. And a reminder, you can find new original content every day on 12 Plus. Here's a look at what we've got coming up starting at 2. To watch, all you have to do is download the 12 Plus app on your Roku, Fire TV, and Apple TV devices. We'll be right back.
Lace up, strap in. The Winter Games are back. Because when it comes to clear, jaw-dropping picture, there's only one place to get it. Spencer's TV and Appliance. And we want you watching in style. 12 News and Spencer's TV and Appliance are giving away 12 brand new TVs, delivering every jump, turn, and medal-winning moment in glorious 4K. Scan the QR code or visit 12news.com/contest and enter for your chance to win. It's Spencer's TV and Appliance Winter Games giveaway.
Talk. So Talk, they go on to Talk. Dinner starts at 7:30. They go in and then they sign up for the event. Talk is like the...
I didn't know that.
Yes. And so you go...
Hey, our team tests a ton of products. We only bring you the best, and this one I love. It's personal for me today. This is the Proper Hills digital picture frame, and I actually have 3 of these all over my house, including this one right here in the entryway. That's me and my beautiful wife right there. They're my girls. And these are the ones I have upstairs because they come in different colors. It comes in the wood, it comes in the black, and it also, this is the one I have in my bedroom, comes in the white as well. And here's the great thing about it, it is a 10.1-inch display. It is high resolution for all of your photos and videos. There's even a free app. Your family and friends can upload photos and videos in real time from anywhere in the world, and it appears in the frame instantly. You can also like and comment on photos directly from the frame. Huge storage space too, enough for more than 20,000 photos, plus an SD card slot if you need even more space. And check out the video on this, come on in. That's my son rocking one. Built-in speaker with amazing sound. This is not only great for you to buy for yourself, great as a gift too. It's the gift of personal connection to your parents, to your grandparents. And here's the other great thing, you can have it right on your shelf, or you can wall mount it. They have them right there, and you can mount it horizontally or vertically. We also have a great deal on this for you today. Normally $169.99, today 50% off, down to $84.99. All you have to do is scan the QR code on your screen or go to shoptvdeals.com.
All right, welcome back. Here's a date night idea that is sure to make a splash this Valentine's Day. Great Wolf Lodge, Arizona is debuting its first ever Romance on the River experience. Look at that. It's an after-hours water park takeover for couples, complete with gourmet cabana dinners and champagne while floating down the lazy river. And joining us now with all the details, Stephanie Baker and Executive Chef Adam Cho from Great Wolf Lodge. Thank you both. Okay, before I start, the way you decked out our set is just immaculate and incredible. I mean, talk about red carpet affair, Valentine's Day. It might as well be today.
Of course.
I mean, it's so beautiful. So thank you so much for the beautiful display. But this event, this is so cool. First time ever you guys are doing this.
First time.
Yes, and we're so lucky Scottsdale is one of very few Great Wolf Lodges across the country. So tell us about this very fancy affair.
Of course. So Great Wolf Lodge is really giving guests, for the first time ever, couples to be exact, a really just a fun and unique way to celebrate, the holiday of love. And, you spend the whole day in the water park going down the slides, and, it's all about the kids, that we really wanted to give couples a chance to reconnect in an upscale and elegant way, romantic, for the holiday of love.
I know, that is incredible. And by the way, thank you for thinking of the parents and the non-parents too, because we all know how much the kids love Great Wolf Lodge. Okay, Chef Adam, this is incredible. I was looking at the menu. You've got some elaborate dishes, because this is a 5-course meal, right, as well? So tell us some of the dishes that will be offered.
So we have a lot of fun dishes. We're going to have a couple fun appetizers. We have a goat caramelized onion tart. We are going to have a king crab ceviche. We're going to have a fun salad that has some fresh herbs and some fresh vegetables.
So pretty.
Yeah. It has little heart radishes in there as well. So.
Oh my gosh, of course it does, yes.
We have a nice seared scallop dish with a little pureed cauliflower. And of course, you have our main lobster with a little pasta, and then we're gonna have a Wagyu short rib with whipped potatoes, and then we're gonna have some fun desserts. And the fun desserts are gonna be in our lazy river. So as they go and have fun at lazy river, we'll have
They
some fun
can eat
desserts.
while they're floating.
Yeah, they can.
Exactly.
And I thought I saw people are being serenaded.
Yes. So while you float down the lazy river enjoying your desserts, we have a string musicianist who's going to be playing music with floating candles and rose petals in the lazy river, really just making it a romantic and upscale, elegant way. Obviously not what you typically get at our Great Wolf Lodge, Arizona, but we really wanted to push the boundary on this one. And we've worked with our local vendor, Magical Loose, who has helped us really bring our vision to life and truly just making it a fun way to celebrate the holiday of love.
That is incredible. And I'm looking at this video. I mean, the water, first of all, is bath water. Okay, so it beats, jumping into the pool, obviously, and just the rose petals and everything.
Romantic.
You guys
Romantic.
really, made an all-out effort. And shout out to Luce here, who, really decked out the place. Not only does she decorate Great Wolf Lodge,
Of course,
but,
yes.
They
And,
came in 2
yeah.
hours early to do
If we didn't mention, obviously the dinner is going to be poolside in a cabana, so that is going to be also transformed. This is just a glimpse of what you can expect for our Valentine's Day Romance on the River event.
so
Of
beautiful.
course.
Okay, and the cost?
Yeah, so it's $2.99 starting at for each couple, and it'll be $3.99 for to enjoy with wine pairings.
Wow, look at
so
that.
truly, it's going to be a great way to again celebrate each other and love.
But
and
so unique.
of course, exactly.
Yes, instead of just being at the restaurant, right? This is like you get to float, you get to have fun, you get to eat amazing food. All right, and where can people make reservations? Because I know it's kind of limited, right?
Yeah, so we do have reservations available via Talk on
Okay,
the website,
Talk.
correct?
All
Starting
right.
at 7:30 p.m.
Okay, and that's T-O-C-K. I had to look that up myself. All right, so don't forget Great Wolf Lodge's Romance on the River Valentine's Day experience in Scottsdale is available for just one night only on Valentine's Day. Luckily, it's on a Saturday. So February 14th, and go to Talk for reservations. Thank you so much, both.
Yeah,
Of
thanks for having
course.
us.
Thank you for having
You
us.
made this so special. We appreciate it. All right, we will be right back, and Crystal will have your forecast in just 2 minutes.
Lace up, strap in. The Winter Games are back. Because when it comes to clear, jaw-dropping picture, there's only one place to get it: Spencer's TV and Appliance. And we want you watching in style. 12 News and Spencer's TV and Appliance are giving away 12 brand new TVs, delivering every jump, turn, and medal-winning moment in glorious 4K. Scan the QR code or visit 12news.com/contest and enter for your chance to win. It's Spencer's TV and Appliance Winter Games giveaway.
Welcome back. It is 1:24, and man, this afternoon is just amazing. Kind of have to do a little reality check. It is still January, right? Because we're getting all these spring vibes. Well, winter just hits differently in Phoenix, doesn't it? Look at us right now, 70 degrees compared to the rest of the country. Yeah, no complaints. I mean, Los Angeles has got it going on, but my goodness, it is 70 degrees colder in Minneapolis, where we have a goose egg there. We have single digits in Fargo and Chicago. I can't even wrap my head around that right now. We're still rocking shorts. I mean, look at how far down that cold is carving its way. New Orleans, pair of nickels right now in the afternoon. So it's chilly straight down to the Gulf Coast. And that's also where we find a little dab of some snow. That's right. Over the weekend, they got pasted with a little bit of powder all the way down to the Gulf Coast. Our snow, though, we're kissing it goodbye very quickly as it's doing a disappearing act with our balmy blitz that's been going on. But here's the next thing on my radar. We do have a piece of energy that may link up with this cold front on Friday into Saturday. You notice a little bit of a hesitation as I was talking about it here. We're still kind of waiting to see how the stars are going to align here to fine tune those details for you. And of course, we'll keep you posted. But right now, we're kind of waiting to see how it's getting its act together. So for now, we're being conservative with our chances for showers across the state, 10 to 30% chance. Snow level, 6 to 7. I'll probably be tweaking that as we get a little bit closer, but it does look to cue up some colder air, so that should help knock those snow levels down. But even if we see those flakes fly, it's going to be very limited rainfall and snowfall amounts that we're expecting in our Grand Canyon state and very minimal impacts at this time. So this is our initial stab at our shot for snow and rain. And as you can see, it is slim pickings, really focused here across the eastern stretch of the state, and the higher terrain will be the favored spots to see some measurable rainfall. We do have a chance that something sneaks into the valley. Right now, this rainfall footprint isn't really favoring much in the valley at all, but we could see a few dabs there on our ski slopes to kind of freshen things up for us. So for your 7-day forecast, you're going to notice the clouds starting to blot out that sun once we get to midweek. It's still mild for us, and then temperatures turn down Friday into Saturday when we entertain that idea to see some showers. And it's really that Friday, that nighttime into that Saturday morning time frame right now is where we think that window will be its best to shake out some showers. For the valley, we continue to run nearly 10 degrees above average. We'll see the sun yield to more clouds as we get towards the end of this work week, and then as we look ahead into the weekend, it's going to be a little bit of a different feel than the vibes we got this past weekend, which was so warm. Tram will actually start off Saturday, chilly by comparison, with a high that starts with a 6.
Yeah, which would normally be our
yeah, exactly.
temperature this time of year.
That's
right?
your typical January temperature.
All right, thank you so much, Crystal. Still ahead on 12 News at 1, your kid's favorite game raising some big safety questions. Why parents and even teenagers are calling for change on Roblox, and what you can do to protect your child. And a fight for his life and a second chance to live it. How a COVID survivor's journey led to a lung transplant and the milestones he's now celebrating. Don't forget, we're always on at 12news.com and our 12 Plus streaming app. So download the 12 Plus streaming app on your TV right now to watch for free. We'll be right back. Well, if you have kids at home, there's a good chance that they have played Roblox. But parents and even some teenagers, they're raising some serious concerns about what kids can be exposed to on the platform. Hadass Gold takes a closer look at the safety questions and what parents need to know.
If you have a child at home, there's a good chance they've played Roblox, where kids build and play user-generated games while chatting with others, paying for special avatars, abilities, and items along the way. But the open-ended nature of Roblox, as well as its chat functionalities, has led to major questions and lawsuits over child safety.
We did everything we thought we did. We did our best. We put the parental controls. We talked to my son about the dangers. Don't click any links. He thought he was corresponding with a minor. Little do we know it was a 30-something-year-old man.
We registered for Roblox as though we were a 10-year-old. Almost immediately, we came across worlds such as active shooter games. In this spray paint world, marketed to kids 5 and older, we saw inappropriate language within seconds and messages about dying along with an image of a stick figure in what appeared to be a noose. Roblox says that while it uses technology to block inappropriate content, those tools work best when paired with parental controls. Anger over safety issues has led to some of its own users, like 15-year-old Mason Hebden, to call for action.
Game I've seen inappropriate avatars with body parts that really shouldn't be in the game.
After hearing about so many kids' inappropriate experience on the game, he launched a petition calling for accountability from Roblox CEO and co-founder Dave Baszucki. The petition has more than 300,000 signatures.
Since he hasn't done anything at all in the past, multiple years, I feel like there needs to be a change with the CEO spot.
Roblox says it welcomes the feedback from the community.
We have been building safety systems for a long time, and we will continue to build and innovate and improve.
In addition to its existing parental controls and safety measures, Roblox is rolling out age-gating software that scans a user's face, estimates their age, and will only allow the player to chat with those in their age range.
We will have systems running in the background to detect if there's any kind of anomalous behavior on the account. So if we have any reason to believe that the person that used the facial age estimation system and verified their account is no longer operating that account, we'll introduce additional checks.
The company is also facing dozens of lawsuits, including by at least 4 states.
Today I'm announcing that my office is filing a lawsuit against Roblox for what we believe are serious failures to protect our kids. Roblox aggressively markets to young children, but fails to protect them from sexual predators.
If your child is playing Roblox, experts recommend the following tips. Register your child in the appropriate age range. Set up a parent account, link it to your child's, and engage parental controls. Only put approved friends on their chat list. Monitor their activity and keep open the lines of communication. For Mason's mom, Lena, figuring out how to manage the risks of a game like Roblox is just part of modern parenting.
There's really only so much a parent can do without fully taking the game away, so we have to make them as prepared as possible.
Hadass Gold, CNN, New York.
And for parents looking for more control over what their kids see online, there's a new free option called Go Caboodle. It lets parents curate and approve educational videos so kids can't wander into inappropriate content. Creator Galen Dow says families can build playlists around everything from their ABCs to sports, all based on their values.
You can have learn your ABCs or learn to draw or sports content or dinosaur content or whatever it is, knowing that within the child's app, they can't wander off and go to anything else other than what you've approved in.
Child development experts say high-quality supervised screen time can actually support learning and problem-solving skills. Well, one thing we don't need to protect our kids from right now is this beautiful weather, although, Crystal, technically we do need sunblock all year long.
That is true. Sunblock and maybe some allergy.
Oh, yeah. I used that this morning. Yeah.
Yep. I've got a special report just for you, Tram, coming up. Yeah, especially since, I mean, who doesn't want to go outside and enjoy this wonderful weather, right? I mean, with blue skies overhead ahead and our temperature's so nice and mild. Yeah, we just want to spend all day outdoors, but there are some caveats like the pollen count right now. We are looking gorgeous all across the Grand Canyon state, and that sun that you see there is certainly doing its part here to put temperatures anywhere from a handful of degrees to as much as 14 degrees above average for this time of year. So that's kind of been the theme, and it's going to continue to carry on throughout this week. 75 on this holiday in Phoenix. We'll pair up those lucky sevens in Yuma as well as Parker this afternoon. 62 in Payson, mid-60s in Prescott. Even Flagstaff's high of 51 is a surplus above the seasonal standard, so get out there and enjoy this incredible afternoon. There is some changes queued up as we head into the weekend. I know it being a holiday and all, and it's a shortened work week, maybe you're already kind of looking forward to putting together next weekend's itinerary. Just a heads up, we are entertaining the idea to see some spotty showers in our state. They're mainly going to target the mountains, as you can see here. And our chances are staying slim right now, and that snow level's kind of wonky, around 7,000 feet. We'll be fine-tuning that forecast as we get closer, but I wanted to give you as early of a heads up as possible because I know, especially after getting spoiled this weekend, how you probably want to make plans. Sunday looks to be the best day with that bright, beautiful sunshine, but do notice that those temperatures are going to be a little bit chillier by comparison. All it really is, Tram, is resetting the thermostat back to seasonal standards because we've been so mild.
I know, but you know what? I don't know that a lot of people are complaining about it either.
Definitely not.
Yeah, right. Crystal, thank you so much. A COVID-19 lung transplant survivor is sharing his powerful journey with 12 News. After facing a long and difficult road to recovery, he's now celebrating life's most precious milestones, all thanks to the gift of life. Trisha Hendricks has his story.
Myself, my sister, and my brother-in-law were all in the hospital at the same time. My brother-in-law, he didn't fare so well. Unfortunately, he passed away.
5 years ago, Arthur Sanchez's life was at stake.
It was a tough journey for my family because we were hit so hard.
During the early days of the COVID-19 pandemic, the virus damaged his lungs.
I ended up getting transported to UNM Hospital.
There he underwent treatment on an ECMO machine, typically used as a last resort therapy that takes over for failing lungs.
I had flatlined a couple of times.
After 93 days, he was weaned off the machine, but unfortunately, his lungs were severely damaged. Doctors told him a lung transplant was his only option.
For me to be considered for that and given that option was just another, in my mind, another miracle that happened.
Arthur's medical team sought out Dignity Health St. Joseph's Norton Thoracic Institute team, and within 2 weeks of his arrival, the transplant team found a donor match for Arthur.
Art was one of the first few in the country to get transplanted for post-COVID fibrosis.
In April of 2020, he received the life-saving double lung transplant at Dignity Health St. Joseph's Hospital and Medical Center.
St. Joseph Hospital did an amazing job.
Arthur is now a living testament to the power of a second chance as he celebrates 5 years of miraculous milestones.
I'm truly blessed to be here. My family is growing. I have a grandbaby now and a grandbaby on the way, and I was able to marry off my youngest daughter. Just to experience those things within these past 5 years have been amazing.
To see him 5 years down the lane doing amazingly well and being able to enjoy what he thought he had lost is a great satisfaction.
His story, a reminder of the complexities we face during the pandemic, but most importantly, how with the talented medical team's work combined with his determination and family support, Arthur was able to make a remarkable recovery.
I give thanks to the good Lord every day.
Trisha Hendricks, 12 News.
And Arthur continues to return to Phoenix for annual checkups with his transplant team, and those are always visits that the Norton team looks forward to catch up with Arthur and his wife. Still ahead, grab a bucket and bring your appetite. Ooh, the popcorn deals you don't want to miss for National Popcorn Day. That's coming up. Yum.
Lace up, strap in. The Winter Games are back. Because when it comes to clear, jaw-dropping picture, there's only one place to get it. Spencer's TV and Appliance. And we want you watching in style. 12 News and Spencer's TV and Appliance are giving away 12 brand new TVs, delivering every jump, turn, and medal-winning moment in glorious 4K. Scan the QR code or visit 12news.com/contest and enter for your chance to win. It's Spencer's TV and Appliance Winter Games giveaway.
Welcome back, everyone. After a chilly start for some, yes, we are looking at a really nice afternoon ahead. Crystal, you know I'm a wimp.
So am I.
Yes. These mornings are very chilly.
They are.
And then it burns off to such a glorious afternoon.
Yeah, it goes from chilly to balmy in a snap of a finger. And a lot of our 12 News weather watchers taking advantage of this gorgeous day. How about a hike at the Superstitions? Yeah, let's go out and play. My weather watchers also know bonus points if you include a cute little puppers. It really is a phenomenal day for a hike or enjoying lunch al fresco or playing at the park or really anything outdoors. I mean, look at us right now, 142, 70 degrees right now in Phoenix, Sun City at 73, Gilbert and Cave Creek reporting 71, Scottsdale, Fountain Hills, Levine and Goodyear about to pop that 70-degree mark here soon. The next big thing for us isn't until we're about ready to head into next weekend. And this is when we'll start to entertain the idea for some rain and snow chances, although we are keeping those chances pretty slim, and any rain and snow we do get our hands on, it's really just a few drops, a few flakes. It's not really going to add up to much, but we will notice the temperature difference. It will kind of reset our thermostat back to our seasonal standards. We've just been so warm for the norm, so this temperature drop will just kind of bring us back to reality. And you see it here when I stack up today's forecast to next weekend. So 75 degrees for us today with a mixture of sun and clouds. On Saturday, those clouds might get a little drippy. We have a 20% chance right now to see some light sprinkles show up for us, and then that high will start with a 6. And then look at Sunday morning, we'll have a cold wake-up call that will follow suit in the 40s, but then we'll start to warm things back up, being a little bit more mild there in the 70s. So let's take advantage of this afternoon. It is patio weather for sure. Temperatures will continue to dial up. The degrees will take us into the mid 70s with tons of sunshine this afternoon, and then that sun will set just before 6 o'clock, but we'll still hang on to the 70s for one more hour if you'd like to dine outside on the patio. But Even though the weather is so inviting, we want to spend time outdoors. Just a few caveats here. Air quality is moderate. It's the pollen count right now, especially juniper. So tree pollen, dust, and dander is kind of what's bringing that allergy index up to medium high. We're moderate with our UV index, so you always need to put on that sunblock. I mean, just 45 minutes and you can burn with a moderate UV index. And your dry skin index is high. I'm sure you can't get enough of that moisturizing lotion and that lip balm. We're keeping it dry in Flagstaff for much of this week, as you can see, and then that's when we start to bring in a shot for some showers Friday into Saturday, and that will allow those temperatures to slip as well. For the valley, kind of just kicking it into cruise control right now in the mid 70s. And then we'll start to see a little kink in the line with our temperature readings Friday into Saturday. 20% chance that we see a spotty shower show up for us. And then Sunday's looking brighter, and we're already embarking on another warming trend starting Sunday, Tram.
Okay, a small taste of winter.
Tiny, very teeny tiny.
For like 2 days. All right, thank you so much, Crystal. Still ahead, we'll catch up with a Valley resident who is headed to the Super Bowl to represent the Cardinals. Today marks 2 weeks since the Arizona Cardinals moved on from Jonathan Gannon, and the search for a new coach is heating up. The team is reportedly asking for a second interview with Jeff Hafley, currently the defensive coordinator for the Green Bay Packers. Hafley has spent the last 2 seasons in Green Bay, and he's a veteran NFL assistant and former head coach at Boston College Eagles. The Cardinals have now interviewed more than a dozen candidates. They're one of 7 NFL teams still searching for a new head coach. And while the Cards continue their search, one superfan is chasing a title of his own. A Valley Cardinals fan, just named the team's 2025 Fan of the Year, is now in the running for the NFL's Fan of the Year, and he needs your votes. Cameron Cox shows you how you can help him.
Speaking of the Cardinals, listen, Cardinals fans, I know it was a tough year, but I hope the rest of the NFL knows we truly have some of the best fans here in Arizona. Thank you for surviving such a tough season, but I will say this, very few are more passionate than our next guest right here in studio from Casa Grande, Kenny Salinas, the Cardinals 2025 Fan of the Year. Kenny, what's going on, man?
Not much, Cam. How you doing?
Good to see you.
Always good to see you.
Good. You want to give a shout out to Casa Grande out there?
Hey,
Come on.
Casa Grande, you know I love you. Every time I call the radio station, it's Kenny from Casa Grande, so absolutely.
Kenny from Casa Grande here in studio, the Cardinals fan of the year.
Yeah.
Kenny, real quick, I know
Yes.
you've been a Cardinal fan for a long time, probably approaching 20 years now, right? Season ticket holder?
Well, as season ticket holder, but I've been since they got here.
Yeah, so even longer than that. What did it mean to be named the fan of the year?
And man, it's a blessing. You know, it really is, especially the way the Cardinals set it up and the way they did it.
They got you.
Yeah, they did. And my wife had no idea. Nobody had any idea about it. And they came to the food bank.
How does it feel to be the 2025 Arizona Cardinals fan of the year?
They came and they did a presentation there, which we had no idea that was happening.
You mentioned the food bank, Kenny. I know you do so much for the community.
Yes.
Just run us through what you do and why you do it.
Okay, well, I'm like I said, I'm the president of the Casa Grande Food Bank. I'm the vice president of the Pinal County Junior Livestock, which is our 4-H program in the county. Like every county has a 4-H program, and that's what we do there. I serve on the Salvation Army board. I serve on CASA for foster kids, PCII for foster kids. I'm the recording secretary for Union 387, our local union. And the last 3 years, I've been delivering food to the Martin Luther King Day of Remembrance here in Casa Grande.
Does that bring you the most joy in life?
Absolutely. You know, I love, like my wife thinks I'm silly,
Crazy.
But I go like—
You were gonna say crazy,
Yeah,
huh?
crazy. I think I'm crazy, but you know, I go to the food bank every single morning at 4:30. If it's in between 4:30 and 5, I work literally about a half mile from the food bank, so it's easy and convenient for me to stop by. I used to go there once a week, and then I used to go twice a week, and then I started doing it by myself. I started going every day just because it's easier to maintain.
You know, you're a linesman, right? Been doing that for
Yes.
20 years, right?
Yep, I've been with Arizona Public Service for 19 years alone. And I started off at another little company. I worked there 9 years, so I've got about 28 years in the trade.
So you got a full-time job. You got a full-time job in the community helping people.
Yep.
You got a full-time job as a fan.
Yep.
Loving husband. How do you do all this, man? What's the secret?
Well, like
Never
my wife
don't get
said,
tired?
Yeah, you don't get tired. You don't go to sleep. And then I'm a horrible sleeper, so that's why I go to the food bank every morning at 4:30 in the morning.
Most people know you as the license plate guy, right? You've been
Correct.
How long you been the license plate guy for? A long time.
Well,
now, right?
ever since the Cardinals came out with the personalized license plates,
Yeah.
I started collecting them, and I'm upward in I would say closer to the 110 to 120 personalized license plates.
That's a lot of them.
It is.
Then I know this year you took your fandom to kind of the next level. Despite the terrible season, Kenny was there at every game. If there was something during the bye week, he would have hit that too as well.
Absolutely.
When did you get the idea to go to every game in the season?
You know, I was going to do this. Me and a great friend of mine, he passed away in 2018, Keith Barlow. And he was a huge fan. Everybody knew him. You know, we talked about it for about 2 years before. I said, hey, for my 50th birthday, I'm going to go every stadium. And he told me that when you turn 50, I'm doing it everyone with you. Because Keith used to go to every game as well. And then, so that happened to me on COVID 2020. So I held off a couple of years, and I thought, you know what, I'll do it for my 55th birthday. And then my 55th birthday came, and I decided we're going to make a run at it, and we're doing it. And then we started it preseason, and then regular season started, and then I ended up getting fan of the year in the same year. So it's kind of like a blessing in disguise. You know, it all happened for the right reason.
How much did you think of your friend?
Man, I think of him all the time. Yeah. You know, like I said, I've got a little thing, a card that I carry with them every single game. Every game, every time I go to, I take a card with him. I got little things like that, you know, like Mr. Bidwell, he always carried that little tie.
Yeah.
And then when I take a tie with me every single game, I've never missed. You know, I carry it in my pocket, you know. It's kind of my deal. Like, I just take them both with me. Sometimes it's so awesome because, I mean, the security has to literally run you out of the stadium, just like at home.
You're not leaving early?
No.
Even if bad loss, you don't leave early?
Absolutely not. Never.
Kenny, it's awesome to have you here in studio. It's been a pleasure to know you all these years and all the things you do. I think I speak on behalf of everybody here in the Valley. Congratulations on winning Fan of the Year.
Thank you.
And thank you for everything that you do for our community. You truly make it a better place.
Awesome. Thank you, Cam.
Yeah.
And if I can say one last thing,
Sure.
You know, you guys, we got until like the Wednesday before the Super Bowl to continue voting. You know, I'm just an Arizona Cardinals fan of the year. You can vote every day, all day long, as much as you want. Go to NFL.com, and there's 32 fans out there.
Simple. Vote for Kenny, all right?
Absolutely.
If anything, come on, this man deserves it, right? Yeah. Kenny, real quick, you're going to the Super Bowl, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah, what's that experience going to be like?
It's going to be, I mean, I'm so pumped up and excited.
Ever been to a Super Bowl?
Never been. Never been. Like I said, I've done everything, every game day, game night that you can do. Now, I'm going to knock it off at the Super Bowl.
And you're going to be wearing that?
Absolutely. This one right here. Yep. 25, fan of the year. Go vote.
Way to go, Kenny. Good luck. Still ahead, working 9 to 5 and still shining. Country queen Dolly Parton is turning 80 years young today, and she's proving she's still the light of a clear blue morning. How Dolly's marking the milestone and giving back in a very big way coming up. Here's what's coming up on 12 News at 4. Are regional accents slipping away? How some of America's most recognizable voices are changing. And a massive fight erupts at a Mesa Youth football event, pulling in parents and players. Those stories and much more when you join us for 12 News at 4, exclusively streaming on 12 Plus. Well, today marks a milestone for one of the most influential and lovable, enduring figures in American music. Country music icon Dolly Parton turns 80 years old today, 80 years young, I should say. She really looks amazing, making nearly 7 decades since she began her career as a young singer-songwriter in Tennessee. Over the years, Parton has become a global superstar, achieving success not only in country music, but also as a crossover artist, actress, and cultural icon. To commemorate the occasion, Parton has released a new version of her classic song, Light of a Clear Blue Morning. The updated recording features collaborations with Lainey Wilson, another rising star, her goddaughter Miley Cyrus, Queen Latifah, and Reba McEntire. She's donating the net proceeds from the song and its accompanying music video to pediatric cancer research, a cause she has supported for years through her philanthropy. Well, from a music icon still making hits to a classic treat that's been making movie nights better for generations, it is one of America's favorite snacks and really a movie theater staple. Today marks National Popcorn Day. I love it, with tons of butter. So whether you like it with a lot of butter, salted, sweet, or chocolate covered even, popcorn has been around for more than a century. The snack started gaining popularity in the U.S. in the mid-1800s, but it really took off after Charles Creders, a candy store owner, invented a steam-powered popcorn machine. By 1900, he was rolling horse-drawn popcorn wagons through the streets of Chicago. Today, Americans eat an estimated 13 billion quarts of popcorn every year, more than any other country in the world. In fact, every Wednesday is our popcorn day here at 12 News. Love it, love it. Most of that popcorn, though, it's grown right here in the U.S., with Nebraska leading the Corn Belt in popcorn production. And on this money-saving Monday, we've got deals. Yep, you can celebrate National Popcorn Day by going to Cinemark. They are bringing back its popular Bring Your Own Bucket event. This is cool. For $5 plus tax, moviegoers can fill any container up to 400 ounces, so that's about 3 gallons, with popcorn or kettle corn at select locations. And AMC theaters, they're getting in on today too. They're celebrating National Popcorn Day by allowing anyone who purchases the 2026 AMC Popcorn Pass, they get a free large popcorn plus 50% off popcorn for the entire year. That is a steal. The deal was announced on AMC's official Instagram page. And one of my favorites, Harkins Theaters, also celebrating National Popcorn Day. Today only, guests can get 50% off any size popcorn at all of Harkins locations, including take-home big party popcorn. And for Harkins Rewards members, when you buy popcorn today, you'll get a free small popcorn to use in February. We love all those deals. So enjoy, have some popcorn, and thank you so much for watching 12 News at 1. Don't forget, 12 News continues 24/7 on 12+. You can watch any newscast and other 12 News content whenever you want. So download the 12+ streaming app on your TV right now to watch for free. We'll see you back here streaming online and on 12+ in just 2 hours for 12 News at 4. Have a wonderful day.